Yeah, welcome back to Starfield. We have now acquired the comm spike and the data for the electrical grid thingy. And it is time for us to return to the key, where we are docked already.
And just what is on your mind at this moment?
Oh, I wish I could take you with me on this one, but we are going to be doing things that you're not going to actually be helpful for. Easier for me to do this alone. Hey, there's Neva.
Captain,
All hell's
hello.
breaking loose, Rook.
I
Delgado
am
needs you in the
satisfied
repair
to
bay
see
with
that
Jazz
you
as soon as
survived
possible.
Your most recent sleep cycle.
Hooray! You got the conduction gizmo. You did exactly what we asked you to do. Good work, pat on the head. Are you ignoring me or something? I just said there's an emergency. Oh, it's bad. Real bad. Delgado will fill you in with the details. Now get your ass to the repair bay. Go!
So there was no option there for me to just, when she said repair bay, I should have just said, okay, going. All the options there were not what I would have done. Remember, we're still playing nice with the pirates. Right up until the very last minute, because we have to get everything all set so we can destroy them in a stroke.
Defense batteries up and running.
No. I'm not sure. They're in bad shape, Del. Really bad shape. I'm already using duct tape and spit to keep the station from falling apart, and you want me to pull a rabbit out of my hat?
Duct tape and
I
spit?
don't want to hear excuses. I want to hear that it's going to be fixed. Period. Get it done.
All right. I'm on it.
You want to quit standing there and hand over the conduction grid data?
Ah, perfect. I'll take that.
Dependable as always. Unlike some people we know.
Oh, that's real funny.
All right, listen up because I don't want to repeat this twice. We've gotten word that UC Systef is massing somewhere nearby for an attack on the key. While we prepare for their arrival, I want you to head straight for Bannoc IV and bring Crix's legacy home. Lay it out, Jazz.
All right, first things first. I'm gonna upload this data you snagged from Generdyne into the Key's databanks. All you need to do is build and then install a conduction grid module onto your ship. Oh, and if you haven't already, you'll need the comm spike module installed as well.
Once your ship is ready, jump out to Bannoc IV, board the legacy, and bring us the cash. Of course there's a catch. What, you thought this would be easy?
After you board the Legacy, be on the lookout for 2 transfer modules. They're special keys that allow access to the ship's vault. Once you locate the vault's control center, hook up the data core I'm gonna give you, and download everything they've got.
And before you get any bright ideas, like running off with the money, that currency is going to be heavily encrypted. Only a genius like Shinya will be able to crack that encryption. So bring it back here right away. Yeah? I sure hope so. Look, I'm gonna make this real simple for you. If that money ends up anywhere but the key, I will hunt you down and pry it out of your dead hands myself. Now get moving. Come back with Crix's legacy. Or don't come back at all.
Okay, Jazz, let's get this ship
I need to get those
ship
defensive
shape.
batteries online, so make this fast. The comm spike traces and decrypts coded signals. As long as you have the transponder ID, you can track pretty much anything. That file you lifted from the Galbank archives contained the Legacy's transponder code, which I'll program into your nav system. All you have to do is get within the vicinity of Bannoc IV, and the comm spike will automatically point you to the target. Cute toy, huh?
Okay, so the comm spike is the MacGuffin that gets us there.
Well, you already know that the conduction grid does a pretty nifty trick. It absorbs extreme voltage and converts it to usable power on Neon. The version for your ship can still absorb incoming electrical energy, like, say, the EM field surrounding Bannoc IV, but it can't store the power. Instead, it just scatters the EM harmlessly away from the hull, insulating you from frying every circuit aboard. As a nice side effect, I'm betting the module will make your ship somewhat EM weapon resistant and boost its shield regen. Lucky you. There are 3 defensive batteries, basically high-powered military space turrets, triangulated around the key. They were part of the UC's original defenses for the station. Pretty effective, too. Can put some serious hurt on enemy spacecraft. The good news is that the batteries have an incredibly wide field of coverage, so they can pick off ships trying to reach the key from any vector. The bad news is that they're 100-year-old tech. They keep breaking down and are expensive as hell to keep operational.
I'm not going to tell her that you need more than 3 in three-dimensional space, but can you help me?
Not a problem.
That's-
Conduction grid data is all set up in the system, so should be an easy install. Sure. Let me punch that up, and we can have at it.
So, refit of the Class C Razorleaf at the pirate base. So we've already upgraded to the best reactor and grav drive I can get my hands on. There's a better reactor coming, actually a couple of reactors coming, but I need to be higher level. Get level 57 for that. Meanwhile, I think 38 is best I can do. So the plot items, let's do those first. Equipment. We need the conduction grid. I'm just going to toss that. Let's toss it underneath in case I want to put some turrets facing the bottom. There's the conduction grid. And we need a comm spike. Now the pirates also have a scan jammer. I'm going to fit a multi-frequency scan jammer on this puppy, just in case I want to run some contraband at some point. So I have 2 mount points, aft, high, and 2 aft low. You know what? If I could get some weapon mounting plates there, that'd just be grand. Mount those top dead center. Let's see. Structural. All sorts of big ones. What I want is just a little plate. Probably should have looked at this offline. I'm not seeing any real good, just simple weapon mounts. Do want one top dead center. Let's see, something I can mount there. Use some of these Nova cowlings. That would look kind of B. Oh, we put one Nova cowling there. And we'll mount the... Why do these both show up as comm spy? Yeah, okay, I picked up 2 comm spikes. I didn't pick up the stuff I thought I was picking up. So equipment, scan jammer, multi-frequency. You are going there. The other 2, I'm gonna see if I can put a side mount. Structural horizon weapon mount. Yes, there we go. On the right. And on the left. And we go back to equipment. We want a conduction grid, a comm spike. And let's double check that I got the scan jammer there. Okay. Goes on lower. That means I could in theory put a weapon on the upper half of that. That works for me. The other thing I can do, that forward. There. I like that a little bit better. So what have we got? Decent hull. Best shields I can get so far. Jump range 30, mobility 10, top speed 150. What about cargo? I've got a scan jammer now, so let's trade out these 102 cargo holds. I'm going to put in something a little more Crimson Fleet. .102 shielded. Where did you go? On my house booster. Those are 104s. I want 102s. Oh, wait a minute. I could go 104. If I go too much cargo, I'm going to reduce my mobility. On the other hand, I've got turrets. On the third hand, I do want shield, so we're going to go with that. And I'm going to go with 4 of them. That does notch our mobility down from 100 to 98. But on the other hand, we now have 1,200 cargo available to us, and it's shielded. So, yeah, there we go. There's our refit with pirate gear, which we are going to use basically from now on. There will be some upgrades when I hit the appropriate levels. There's a better reactor when I hit level 57. I think there's a better grav drive. I've got, I think, the best engines in the game right now. So we're good. Okay. So we are refit. We're ready to go, and I will see you on the other side, Jasmine.
I always thought he-leeches were just pests. Never considered trying to raise one as a pet.
So before I head to the fleet, I want to rebalance all of my weapons. Make sure I've got everybody set.
Yeah?
Every time I go into the Starship editing thing, when I come out, my pips are all screwed up. When I jump, it kind of screws up the pips, but at least they're closer to what they were. So if I set them carefully before I jump, I've at least got something similar to what I want.
Separation complete.
What have we got? I do want to maximize shield, always. And the turrets I want to maximize. The question is, do I want to balance out the weapons and engines? I think let's start off with 6 in each. These weapons can take us all the way up to 96, say 7, and maneuvering down to 50. So this is good enough on the engines. I'll leave the rest. In fact, I think what I'm going to do is we are basically we're now a weapons platform, a battle plate, if you will. We don't move too fast, but anything gets close to us turns into vapor. And for the purposes of grav jumping, I'm going to knock 2 points off my main weapons, and that we are ready to go. And that's my weapon. That's my power balance now. One more. Well, any additional power I can get in the future is going to go into the engines, but we're going to fully fund all of our weapons and shields going into any battle. Eye of the Storm.
Dad, do you think Solomon Cove would have liked me?
Sure. Everything else.
Do you think he would have liked you?
Drive is spinning down. Jump was smooth as butter.
Commander Akande.
Seals are good, air pressure good. And we're docked.
How can I be of service, Captain?
I heard we might see some action soon.
I believe I have given all of my evidence to Toph that I have so far.
All support ships have arrived, Commander.
Good. After we're done here, arrange it briefly. I want all of their CEOs over here as soon as possible.
Yes, sir.
There you are. Where have you been? You mean your latest excursion to Neon?
Yeah.
I've received the reports about your little foray into Genodyne. Last piece of the puzzle before you go after Crix's legacy. Which means it's time to put all the cards on the table and prepare to attack the key. Good. The more confusion and panic we cause, the more damage we can potentially inflict. Before you jump to Bannoc IV, I need to make one thing abundantly clear. The credits from that Galbank transport cannot reach the fleet. You have to bring them here at all costs. If Delgado gains access to those resources, we might be touching off a battle we can't possibly win.
We've been monitoring the Crimson Fleet's comm chatter in the Crix system. They're gathering allies by making promises based on your success.
As much as I hate to admit it, UC SysDef won't stand a chance. The fleet will become stronger and more unified than ever.
So, at the conclusion of this mission, either the Crimson Fleet will be hostile or SysDef will be hostile. Got it.
I've always known that when it came down to it, you'd do the right thing. All right, I guess this is it. Do whatever prep you need to do aboard the Vigilance, and then head out to Bannoc IV. When you return here with Crix's legacy, we'll begin the attack. Good luck. It's time to dig deep and get the job done.
We need to brief Toph on some
Has something
stuff.
on your mind? Anything you can tell us would be helpful.
Ah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, I heard they even sent word to some of the contacts you met. They're writing an awful lot of checks they can't cover without Crix's legacy, but we'll be ready for them. Anything else? Damn it. I was afraid of that. I'll warn our ships to use looser formations. Hopefully Durand isn't as clever as she thinks she is, or you can help us take the batteries down when the attack begins. Was that all?
All.
Okay, well, if anything else springs to mind before you leave, please let me know.
I think you'd like Jazz if you got
You
to
come
know
back
her.
alive. You hear me?
So Jazz is actually
Most of
smarter
our operations team
than anybody gives her
top of their
credit
class
for.
at the academy.
I think there's probably some bits of evidence that I didn't pick up, some that are gated on side quests and so on. But I got almost all the evidence. There's one more that I'm going to be picking up on the Legacy eventually. But that means that we're going to be stuck with that gathering evidence quest on our books forever.
Ship's clear. It's just us among the stars again, Captain.
Okay. Checking priorities. Shield is all the way up. Turrets are all the way up. Weapons are close to all the way up. Actually, let's... So for this, we're going to be trying to traverse a field of electrical anomalies. I won't be shooting at anything, except maybe rocks to get out of the way. So we're going to start off with that configuration in our energy. And I'm going to drop a quick save just in case I really screw this up. So we want to proceed to the storm, and we don't want to delay. So even with the special little widget that's going to take care of the lightning for us, and even with our really, really, really good shields and their inherent shield rate and the additional shield rate, this is still not a walk in the park. So we need to proceed promptly to the Legacy. When we get there, I will be moving toward the Legacy and powering up our main weapons, take out any asteroids, and basically moving quickly to get there.
Navigational feedback checks out. We're in the right place.
I don't think I want to sprint. Even with all of the extra regen, it is still slowly working its way through our shields. And we are tooling along at 190. Do not try to do this without the best shields you can get. Yeah, they really should trigger the call-outs like from Barrett. It's docking in 3, 2, 1. They need to start that at the beginning. So now that we're on board, basically I can take my time working my way through the Legacy. And what I want to do, I want to see if I can collect all of the recordings. Because they do tell the story of what happened here on the Legacy. So I want to collect recordings. I also need to be on the lookout for one of those little key thingies, 2 key thingies. I'm not going to loot junk, but I will see if I can I'll loot the dead bodies because that's going to be how I know that I've been here before. Food. It's kind of worrisome when the crew puts post-it notes on boxes saying there's no food in this box. Now, I don't know whether any recordings might be in these storage boxes or not, so I'm just going to have to open them all up. Darn. So we have there and there, and we have novice locks are still interesting. Nothing, there's not going to be any decent loot in any of them, but like I said, I am looking for a key card, well, 2 key cards, two of those special thingies. We'll see what they are when I find one. And of course the recordings. Anything looks like a tablet, some light. There's one. GBLR001, adrift.
Crew recording initiated.
Alright, the system should be all set up. Just shout out when you want the computer to record. Should work for everyone.
Okay, fine. Now, give me the bad news.
The bad news is that our engines and grav drive are destroyed, and we're drifting toward Bannoc IV.
Wait, doesn't that put us smack into Bannoc's EM field? We hit that, every circuit on this ship will overload!
Easy, Simmons. What's easy about it? Huh? She's right. We end up in that electromagnetic radiation, and we're dead.
Hey, there's no need to talk like that. It's Simmons' first time out. Can't you see she's scared?
Yeah, Bakara, pipe down. You aren't helping.
Everyone stop. Right now. We all need to take a breath. We're in bad shape, but I need everyone alert and level-headed so we can figure a way out of this mess. Osterholt, you're my engineer. Give me options.
We don't have any options. Kellner and I need to work on a shielding solution. Fixing the propulsion isn't even on the table.
Fine. You two get on it. Simmons and Bakara, I want you to walk the ship and give me a full damage report. Mayfield, see if you can help Aguilar with that arm injury. Let's move out, people.
Crew recording terminated.
Yeah, that's recording 1. Now we found recording 10, Crix's arrival. But much later in time.
Crew recording initiated.
Hello? Hello? Engineer's message said they set up some kind of a recording system. Well, the red light is on, so I guess it's working. It's been a few days since I docked with the Legacy. For the time being, I'm stuck here. Every system on my ship, including the prototype shielding, is completely burned out. It's unlikely it'll ever fly again. Whatever's protecting the Legacy seems to be holding for now. Which is pretty amazing considering she's been here for almost 40 years. Long story short, I'd make it to the prize, but now I'm stranded and trying to figure a way off this hulk. I gotta tell you though, not looking good. Not at all. I found the remains of the Legacy's crew. Looks like they starved to death. It's obvious they couldn't find their way out. Next thing I need to do is start scouring the ship and look for something they might have missed. Guess that's all for now. Signing off.
Crew recording terminated.
Okay, so that's 10. We know the crew has starved to death. And recording 7, we're here in the captain's quarters.
Crew recording initiated.
All right, it's recording. So like you were saying, that's all we have left.
If we stretch things out and cut our rations in half, I'd say we'll be out of food in a week, maybe 9 days.
How do I do it, Kellner? How do I tell everyone we're all going to die?
You don't have to. Everyone knows. They're all making peace with it. Bakara and Osterholt knew. They simply chose to handle it by giving up early and taking their own lives.
Look at all that money down there. Millions of credits. Completely worthless. With all of that, I could buy another ship. Fly us all out of here. I wonder if Galbank will even bother to send word to my family. To any of my families.
Captain, listen. You're not at fault for what happened. Those ships came out of nowhere. The fact that we've lived this long is a gift. A miracle.
Which means we should enjoy every second of the time that remains. Right, Crewman Kellner?
My thoughts exactly, Captain.
Come closer. I need you to hold me. Crew recording terminated.
Okay. We are working our way through this master level lock. And I'm looking for... I think this is the right one. It's here. This is... Yeah, there we go. This is 7. 4 to 3. This one just started at this location, so do we have a 3 that looks like that? Bingo. And this guy. Oh, it's in. I'll loot it so I know I've looted it. So there's Liang. The Liang and Kellner died together. Sorry, this whole legacy thing is gonna be a little depressing. These people knew they were dying, and they knew that there was nothing they could do. Mayfield. 8. So shortly after that recording we just heard.
Crew recording initiated.
Full house. Damn it, Mayfield. You must be cheating. There's no way anyone can be that lucky.
Oh, yeah. I'm so lucky. Tell you what, I'll trade all that luck for a sandwich. Deal?
Yeah, sure. It's been, what was it, 3? Oh, 2 weeks since the food supplies ran out. If we had sandwiches to trade, we'd be eating them ourselves. Simmons, go get some rest. You sound awful. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a nap or something. I can't even read the cards anyway. Sorry, everyone. Can't keep my eyes open. It's okay. Go on. I'll come check on you in a while.
So, another round? Aguilar? Kellner? Captain?
You 3 go ahead. I'm just going to lean on Kellner here and watch. Oh, and let's cut the captain nonsense. Call me Young.
Alright. Young's out. I'm dealing the rest of you in.
Crew recording terminated.
And 9.
Crew recording initiated. It's day 20 since supplies dried up. And here I am, staring at an empty poker table. Our last game. After Simmons passed, we kept trying to get together at least once a day for a game. To keep our minds off of things. Kellner and Leong were the next ones to step away. They wanted to be together at the end. Then it was just Mayfield. We played for hours. Now I'm alone. I just wanted to Leave this recording for anyone that finds the legacy trapped above Bannoc IV. That's all. For now. Going to deal myself a few hands and call it a day. I miss you, Trembly. And I'll be joining you soon. GB Legacy. Signing off. Crew recording terminated.
That was 9. And we know recording 10 is from when Crix came aboard. But yeah, they all knew they were dying. I think they did a decent end. So earlier on.
Crew recording initiated. I just wanted you to know I placed a commendation in your record, Aguilar. Really? Why would you? Ah! Take it easy, Doc. I like to keep the arm, you know?
Sorry. This field dressing's the best you're gonna get away from a hospital. Captain's right, though. You saved our asses, big time.
You're the reason that we're having this conversation right now. That was a hell of a shot you made during the battle. This isn't necessary, Captain. I was only doing my part to keep us alive.
Oh my God, Aguilar, take the compliment already. They had us on the ropes, shields down, engines down, escorts destroyed, then you hop on the one lousy gun we have on this crate.
I'm not some kind of hero. We were just lucky, okay? Listen, I know losing Trembly back there was hard, and that both of you were very close. But we have to move on and survive. That's easy for you to say. You still have Kilner. Everyone knows the two of you are together.
Aguilar.
You want to know the truth? Fine. Yes, we're together. But that's got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I've lost 4 of my crew, and I'm trying to keep the rest of us alive and in good spirits while I figure a way out of this mess. So I'm sorry if I've offended you. Hope the arm feels better. Captain, come back.
Not good, Aguilar. Not good at all.
Damn it. Crew recording terminated.
Okay, we have another recording we found. I didn't pick it up because I didn't interrupt. Now on to 6.
Crew recording initiated. I wouldn't go near Osterholt. He's drunk and he's got a pistol.
Oh my God, are you alright?
Tell me exactly what happened. I was bringing Osterholt his food. When I got near the cred tank vault entrance, I found him sitting on the floor. Bottle in one hand, gun in the other.
He say anything directly to you? Anything threatening?
No, he just stared at me and kept drinking from the bottle. The gun wasn't even quite in my way. What's happening to him, Captain? What's happening to all of us? First Bakara kills himself and now this? You have to help us! God damn it! I'm trying! I thought Bakara would be okay! How the hell did I know he'd never come out of that room alive? Everyone's looking to me for answers! Well, guess what? I don't have them. This whole thing's falling apart, and it's my fault. Captain, come back. Please! I'm sorry!
You didn't do anything wrong, Simmons. I'll go talk to her.
Crew recording terminated.
And here's number 5.
Crew recording initiated. Alright, so how long has Bakara been locked in there?
I'm not sure. A week? Maybe more. All I know is that he took some food packs in his duffel into the head and locked himself inside. Everyone's been steering clear of him since he scared Simmons, so we didn't even realize he did this till today.
Bakara! Can you hear me? You need to open this door and let us in! The hell with it. I'm going to use the override.
I already tried that. He's rewired the door or something. Maybe change a code. Not sure what he's done.
Kilner, can we cut through the bulkhead or the door? I'm open to any suggestions.
To be honest, I wouldn't go cutting anything in this ship right now. The structure is extremely unstable.
Damn it. Well, we can't just leave him in there.
Begging your pardon, but we can. It's it's pretty clear that Bakar checked out after our initial assessment, and he's been killing morale across the ship. Let him soak in there for a while. When he gets hungry, he'll come out.
I suppose you're right. Crew recording terminated.
Interesting hearing these not in chronological order. Yeah, the other recording said they didn't know he was never going to come out, but yeah. The drink condensation. Power. Need water. Yeah, okay, so he was trying to work it out and it didn't work, so bullet time. I'm curious what recordings we have picked up. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 2 and 3 are around somewhere from early on. And then the rest of it's going to be Cricks. I'm hearing something, so there's probably going to be some stuff that attacks me. Okay, I'm going to kill everything that attacks me because we're eventually going to have to eat to get out of this place. And anything alive might prevent us from doing that quickly. We've got an upstairs area and a downstairs area. I think that sound is just the physics popping off from stuff that's stuck in the wall. Got more downstairs stuff. That's a docking port. Docking port. Ammo is always good. Yeah, Cricks came through here shooting things up, so there will be dead things, but there will be things that he didn't encounter because he probably didn't focus on destroying everything. Okay, I think we get to that elevator from the top as well, so I'm not going to call it down. Actually, let's call it down so I know that I don't need to take it. So when we get up there, we'll see that there is a box sitting out there in the middle of everything. And no elevator underneath it, and we know that we have explored the other side of the elevator. There's our elevator. Phantom box. And there's Osterholt. Adachrome, empty packaging. Galbank transfer module. We need 2 of these. You need one to use here to open the vault door. So we have cleared everything up to the vault door. Let's head in.
Please stand clear of the door.
And F5. Now, I know Bethesda games, so I'm expecting that we should start to see increased defenses as we head inward, and the vault door there is a phase change, so I probably at this point should be stealthing up, but I want to flush out all the enemies so I can kill them. There's something off to the left. Optional, access the cred tank. Ooh, there's a cred tank there. We're still looking for recordings. It'll be recordings from Crix because he's the only person after 10. Doors like this you can't open from this side. A tank. So we want to watch out for these throughout the game. I think they are a rare spawn. So yeah, there. Big door. Let me look around. Up. Dirty camera. Dirty camera. Turret. Boom. Did I have a... I think I had a skill point saved up. Oh, I've got 4. I do want to start getting my... sniper certification. Up a point into rifle. That gets me more rifle damage. And now I can start on sniper certification. What else can I do? I think any of these. I'm still not picking up on the physical stuff. Social, we will increase these as they come up. I can ship command. That'll come in handy if I find somebody I want to add to my crew. 4 point, and we come down here into tech. Particle beam weapons, we can go 1 there. I'm going to dump it in somewhere here. Fun. Ooh. You know, I should have pumped shield systems before I started this. Let's dump into the particle beam weapons. Our first priority is killing things before they hurt us. We'll start up shield systems and engine systems and so on later. And automated weapon systems we'll be putting points into as we can. So now there's less weapon sway. Even without aiming. Anything else in this room? We're looking for any recordings Crix may have left behind. I heard somebody go bleep. Now, I know that there's at least one piece of evidence here in the legacy that we'll be picking up, but it's not something that we would miss. So, reactor room. See if I can shoot any threats before they become threats. Say security camera.
This is now a total system failure.
This is now a total system failure. Yeah.
I am re-engaging the enemy forces.
Catastrophic damage.
Where did the guy go that I just blew away? Did I automatically loot him by reflex, or did he end up over here? Else? Hey, a master door. My idea is if you get everything open, it makes it easier to get out. Because this is not going to be a normal Bethesda. You're done with the quest, now run out. There's going to be no quick way out on this one. And good eye. And this guy. There and a 1. Bed theft modified advanced drum beat. Oh, let's see, space adept, so lots more damage in space. And humans drop med packs and it's suppressed. Cool. I will evaluate all of my weapons in the post mission. So we looted up this room, we've looted up this room. Bad guy. So there's a turret there and turret there. Even without using the scope, it's still an awesome weapon. Well, let's make sure that we're not leaving any recordings behind. So I don't know what route Jasper would have taken to get to wherever it is he went. Because clearly he came on board and went somewhere. But I'm guessing that he wasn't a clear out the whole thing kind of a guy. So pick a lock to open a box that has lockpicks in it. Got it. Oh, Bethesda. Bethesda never changes. So, let's see, 7. The 3 is maybe this guy. Perfect. Have one that looks like that? Yes, we do. And we've been here. This is the other way through hydraulics, is you pick that lock. Remember? Kill all the bad guys, loot all of the interesting things. And some of the things that aren't so interesting. Gotcha, little bastard. Of course, that means he's not going to unlock whatever enemies, which means they will probably pop out at me when I'm coming out. I don't need the coming out trip to be perfectly clean. I just want to thin it down. I think that eye would have unlocked one of these guys. Let's unlock this door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a 4 and a 2. So do we have a that one? No. So it's not going to be here because we don't have that. We have that guy? We do. Bingo. So I am guessing this is the same one we just used, but we have 3 of these singletons. That would leave us with some that, which doesn't work. That leaves us with this. That's it. Hello. Couple of big bangs there. Thought I heard somebody. Now, before I head that direction, I am going to go look at the other stuff back here. It's kind of the other way into that same door. So we would come up here. I could have sworn I was in this room before. I guess not. Okay, well, we are still looking for recordings Jasper may have left behind. Okay, so here's where we came in. We went up there. Well, I was right about this being this route. I just missed on the number of routes. That looked like it might have been a recording. Well. Instigating advanced regulator. Yet I will evaluate all of the weapons on hand. I think, yeah, through this door. So these big round doors, I think, mark kind of transitions as we go through the ship. If you're there, no, means you and you. Engine room this way. Big red door that way. Put the engine room first. Room with turret in it that doesn't know it can't shoot through the window.
Catastrophic damage. All systems.
Anybody else? Just the two robots. Let's hit a health pack real quick. Turret up there. Turret out here somewhere. Camera, right there. Couple of birds up here. $56. You know what? I'm going to take it in shield systems. Unless I'm ready to do one of my gun things. I'm working them up, but they're there yet. Some are like above me. Control room above me that I didn't go in yet? Yeah. Okay. Like 8. You would fit kind of that. Oh, come on. That's the only place you fit. And, oh, how about that? Boom, and sometimes you fall into the solution. Off to my right, somewhere. Got it. Another master lock. Let's see here. 7. So that would leave me with that. Yeah. So if we're going to use that 4, we're going to use it here. Well, that's easy. So no recordings in this room. Vault door open. That's the vault. And I would be shocked if this room were undefended. Musical stab because this is an important room. Let's go up. There's a laser off. Let's pick up this turret. I'm just going to go down and start traversing the room from one side and just pick off everybody I can pick off. A weapon with a decent sized clip. With a keel hauler, I can only shoot a little. Shoddy's got 20 clip. Ugh. We're starting to get into lower. Is nuts. Yeah, let's use the mag shear. Vault door goes back. Security area. Hello. And we have been here. All looted up. Okay, didn't go through this door. Betting this is on the inside ring. Okay, let's start working our way through this big room. Is over there. Something on there, but I can't get to it. Gotcha. Hold on. That Kodama is my highest DPS. Oh, right. These two are identical, but the one I've been using here is 6. Somebody in there is seeing me, and I can't see them. Where are we headed? This way. So loot crates like this mean I'm probably getting to the interesting bits. Okay, and I am going to put a cut in here because we are an hour 20 minutes in and my coffee mug is too close to empty. I'll be back with the next bit of this quest, which will swing right into more interesting and exciting bits of more quests. I'll see you then.